London is not a beautiful city. Under the soot that covers its buildings is a teeming mass of 4 million souls trying to survive, mostly off of each other. Quentin Hogg is a...
I dare say, Holmes, I believe someone has left a note upon our door. Dear Mr. Holmes, please check today's Times.
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, very good of you to come so quickly. After you've thoroughly examined the scene and the corpus delicti, please share your observations with me.
I spoke with Ellis, Holmes. He says he's drawing a blank on this one.
Pity. What did you learn from Hall, Watson?
I learned he is on holiday with the burlesque dancer he recently met at the Allegro Theatre.
Какая прелесть, Ватсон.
Incredible, it is a real museum. Incredible, it is a real museum.
Excuse me if I may. I am Sherlock Holmes. What do you wish to know?
I must ask, who are you?
I am the doctor from...
The Strand! The Strand! By the Strand! 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 By the Strand!
So, my young friend, what is the news?
Nothing of interest for the great detective, sir. Those old stuffed shirts ate up half a...
Ah, here's my book, The Great English Sailors. As it happens, I found this book, and...
Excuse me, my dear Dr. Watson, but I am in need of tranquility.
Well, farewell, Barnes.
Excuse me, my good man.
Nasty weather, eh?
A surgical scalpel covered in blood.
A broken file and blood near the neck.
What a strange smell. Phew. Chemical components, I think.
This stove is filled to overflowing. There is blood on this paperweight.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Mr. Holmes?
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Kiri, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Kiri.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true. There is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Ellis, my good man, what can you tell us about the Tom Team story?
Time does take its toll, doesn't it? Back in 1865, the Times sponsored a 50th anniversary banquet. I'm quite sure I wasn't out of my pram, but I understand there were 204 survivors at the time. Now there are only 6. Pardon me, 5.
Both Loretta Nolan and Guy Clarendon have had several complaints filed against them, although neither of them has ever been arrested. Both have been cited for public drunkenness. Likewise, both have been involved in some unusual...
It's irresponsible of the Times to play upon people's superstitions.
Ah, you must be referring to the affair of the mummy's curse.
Has the entire...
This seemed to be a dead end.
Tis our home, Mr. Holmes.
What did he do to deserve that?
The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving. The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
Okay, time to check if John found us a nice table for the evening.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
Sherry, I'm over here with my new
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. My gratitude, Sir Arthur. A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is...